Hi everyone, it's Kim at Good Vibe Astrology, and today we're going to have part 2 of drawing the glyphs, where we're going to look at how to draw the planets. We can see right away that along with the signs we have the symbols for the planets. So let's get started and learn how to draw them. I recommend that you get out a pencil or a pen and you follow along as we go. The planets are made up of 3 symbols: the circle, the crescent, and the cross. The first planet is the sun, which in astrology we refer to the sun and moon as planets, or sometimes they're called luminaries. Next comes the moon, which represents the crescent. Then we have Mercury, which is the circle, the crescent on top, and the cross beneath. Then comes Venus, okay, which is the symbol for female. So we're all going to be familiar with that. Now, back in the day, in ancient times, Mars was upside down Venus, which I find very interesting. Mars was drawn like this. So we don't use this anymore. We don't use that symbol. What we use for Mars is the sign for male, which makes sense. Okay. Then comes Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus or Uranus, depending on where you are in the world, how you pronounce it. Then there's Neptune. These are the order of the planets in the solar system through the geocentric view. And Pluto, you can see that each symbol has a different relationship to the circle, cross, and crescent. Now, I'll give you a couple more. Chiron is becoming a very popular asteroid, or actually it's also a comet, a captured comet. It's referred to as a centaur, and there's quite a few that fall between Saturn and Uranus. Other symbols that you'll see commonly in the chart are the North Node, which is drawn, you be careful the way you draw this because otherwise it can look like Leo. It's drawn like this, and if we remember from the first exercise, Leo's a bit like that. So make sure you make a distinction between your North Node and Leo. The South Node, which is rarely included in the chart because it's always directly opposite of the North Lunar Node, is drawn inverse to the North Node. Another point that you will often see included is called the part of fortune, or the lot of fortune, or pars fortuna, which is an interesting point to use, one of the Arabic parts. It's drawn like that. Okay, and the symbol, just to round us off, the symbol for Earth, so you don't get that confused with fortuna, is the circle with the cross in the middle. We don't see this too often because in the astrological chart, the Earth is represented by the center of the chart. Now, I do have reference for you here. We might zoom in on these. You can see the drawings, and these will be in your handout so you can refer. And any chart that you have done online, for instance, through Astro.com or whatever site or program you use, will have the planets listed out with their name in a linear fashion. You'll see here also that they've included symbols for some of the asteroids, which that'll be another talk. All right, so once you get comfortable with drawing the planets and memorize them, and you've got the signs memorized, then you can look at this chart and I can point to any place and you're going to know exactly how to read it. You're going to know what you're seeing. For example, here we have Venus and the sign of Virgo. Scroll around, there's the North Lunar Node, which is now traveling in Scorpio. And we can look down here to Uranus or Uranus, which is in Aries. It's got the RX. I'll just show you that so we're super complete. Some planets are going to have something that looks like this after them. RX looks like prescription. It means retrograde, and it means that the apparent motion of the planet is backwards, going backwards. Planets don't actually stop and turn around and go backwards. It's an optical illusion from Earth. And again, that's a whole nother topic. But just know, if you see this symbol, that planet was, at that time, retrograde in motion. Okay. Keep your pens and paper out and keep practicing. Go through those until it's second nature, till you can write them just at the drop of the hat. It's going to enhance your learning process, and it will start to connect you with the meanings. More about that in the next tutorial. Thank you.